Hello YouTubers, this is Mr. Cool Advanced Automotive Mechanic down here in Algeria, Guage precisely, working on cars. Today we got a IS250 model V6. I know you already know it's V6 model that has some sort of a configuration like Mercedes on the engine drivetrain. And one of the problem that actually brought this IS250 model to 8 model to my garage today is AC issue. That's right, that is AC issue. Most of you guys who really follow up my channel or subscribe to my channel will actually find out that most of the issues which I fix on cars are AC related issues, because most times 9 out of 10 that's the problem that most Nigerian mechanics could be so good at fixing sometimes, you know. So in my own case, I decided to focus more on that area because pretty much everybody can be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So that's the main reason why you see a lot of car AC fix video on my channel, and I bet it's gonna be even pretty much more than any other YouTube channel you have come across. So okay, now the complaint on this car is that the AC cools intermittently. I mean, it cools sometimes and sometimes it blows warm, and it did this simultaneously, and it's pretty annoying. And when he got to me, he actually said he just purchased this car just like a month or two from US, and it was a little bit shocking to me because this car looks so fresh, so healthy as horse. I mean, it's very intact. The interior settings, the engine settings, everything just seem very intact. And when he mentioned this issue, I actually came to understand that that could be, it's possible, like 90% chance, 90 to 100% chance that that's the main reason why the previous owner, the former owner who owns it that reside in US, decided to send it down to get it sold. Because most times before any person in the Western world sell their cars, just like in Nigeria, there is a problem he have tried to address before and he couldn't get it well addressed, and he could write it off and get another one, and boom, it's down here in Africa. And I own folks so much like those kind of things, you know, because once it get down here, depend on people like us to get the car working. So it is not a joke thing, it's a serious thing. So you can imagine having this kind of slick beauty of a car and a performance car for that kind, and the AC system is not working in Nigeria. It's gonna be priced so trashed, you know. So he come in contact with me on Google while surfing, trying to get the best AC mechanic in Abuja, and I was among the top page on a search when he typed a car AC mechanic in Abuja, because that to me is one of the keyword, the best keyword. So, and he discovered me, then he decided to give me a shot, because you see, after buying this car, he've heard a lot of stories about people fixing car AC, and the problem didn't get solved, it get worse and worse. And since he just got the car, which is still not having been driven so roughly, he don't want some sort of story like that to come on, and that is why he decided to give me a shot to get it done once and for all. And guess what, I'm the man for this. So I got it, actually I get it done. Now before I get it done, quick tip which I'm gonna be giving you guys who are still going into AC system fix or some other problems. I think one of those things you want to do is to do like I do right here, to quickly connect your OBD port to the system. You can see this car is barely uses 96 mile on 96, so that's more like a new car, you know. It hasn't gone up, it hasn't hit 100 already, so it's looking fresh. For me, it's fresh car. So for 2008 model, I believe it will be the compliance. So I plug in my scan tool to see if I'm gonna find any trouble code. I think that's a very good benefit you're going to be getting right here, to see if there is any problem with the climatronics, or maybe any problem with the compressor not picking up. But he say it cools and doesn't cool sometimes. This kind of information could be misleading. So what I do is I try to put on my diagnostics tools, manifold gauge set on my computer, to know if what the client or the customer actually said is in compliance with what I'm actually, the data I'm getting from the car, the feedback I'm getting from the car. If what he claims is matching exactly, maybe like 100 or even 95% to what the car is saying, then I got a green light to go deeper to understand what is actually going on inside the vehicle that makes it to act up that way strangely, that pisses the owner off. So in this case here, I've actually scanned it, and I couldn't get any code related to climatronics or any AC. Everything is very clean and very intact, and be my guest, that's where the net $1 million question popped up. What the hell could be the problem? Though, so since this is not the first time I'm fixing this kind of a problem related issue, so it really doesn't really hit a gong bell in my head that much, because I know what I'm gonna be expecting as soon as I get my diagnostics tools on. I know what I'm gonna be looking out for. I know what, yes, exactly, to look out for. So if anything goes outside the range which I'm expecting it to be, then that's the fish right there. That's my tuna right there. I'm gonna be going home with. So in this case, I have to observe the compressor, make sure that the clutch is turning for real, because sometimes when some people say that the system cools or it doesn't cool, it cools and sometimes it doesn't cool, there could actually be mistaking the air, the fresh air that could be coming out of the vents for cooling, and sometimes they could be right. So knowing how intact the system is, two things which I have in mind is either there could be some sort of a compressor failure, or maybe solenoid valve failure. It's possible. Here in this kind of situation, no any component in this car is out of the question, so you gotta look into this rigorously. You gotta screen every component that is AC related. You'll know exactly what the problem is, the kind of refrigerant inside the system. Even if you can be able to analyze it properly, the right tools for it, it's one of the game changer for me for like I think like 6 to 7 years that I've been inside the system right now. So you gotta make sure that you know exactly what you're looking out for. So you know the good, you know the bad, you know the ugly. So if anyone goes into the ugly side, you note it, you take a note of it down, because at last you're gonna be getting back to it, and you perform a complete 360-degree inspection and diagnostics on the particular subject, especially on the AC system, which channel which you're trying to diagnose. And as soon as you do that, I guarantee you the problem is not gonna be far-fetched. One more key thing that I want to give us a bonus here is attention to detail. Give a very pristine attention to detail, keen attention to detail to every piece of component that is inside. Know their behavioral pattern, because if you don't know it, you're pretty much gonna be goofing out like every other person, and you get frustrated, or you won't even get the issue fixed in the first place, and the customer will, might give you a bad rating or bad review after leaving your garage. So you don't want to do that. Okay guys, if this video helped you on how to troubleshoot a problem with car that cools intermittently and doesn't cool, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends. And if you have this problem with your ES model or Lexus and you're in Abuja, contact me. I'm Dr. Cool Auto Fix. See you some other time. Bye for now.